What did you have for breakfast?
I haven't eaten yet, but I'm really hungry.
You haven't eaten? Oh, was I supposed to make a croissant?
No, that's...
Hello.
Heidi.
Hello.
I'm back with Heidi, and we are going to be talking about growing a business on Instagram. How are you, Heidi?
I'm good, thank you. I feel very nervous this morning.
No, don't feel nervous at all. We're just back chatting, very casual. I kind of want to know that you have a very strong online presence, particularly on Instagram. How did you grow your online business through Instagram?
Well, firstly, that's
big question.
Very kind of you to say. So we don't have a very big following, but it's very, I'm sure I said this before, but it's like a very intense following. So I feel like I almost know, I feel like I know and talk to everyone on there. So 90% of my customers come from social media.
Wow, okay, cool.
Yeah, like Instagram was I didn't realise, I started Instagram, mid when Instagram was just, it started, but not really. And then I remember having my first 100 followers, then it went to 200. And it's just like, we haven't bought followers or anything, as we're only still like...
authentic followers.
Authentic.
That's good, you don't want to buy followers, though.
Yeah, I remember before I started, I wanted to grow the brand offline, and then everyone was like, no, you just won't get there as quick. And I was like, I just want it to be like real and pure and like word of mouth and people who genuinely like it. So then I guess that's what the mentality of like the Instagram is like if you like it and you're into it, then you follow it. And So yeah.
But it's provided such a great platform. I mean, a couple of years ago we couldn't have used Instagram for like sales, but now I've noticed that you can directly sell things now on your Instagram. Like you have the little icon and it's like it also looks like a shopping bag, doesn't it? And you can just buy stuff, which is an incredible tool now that people use. One thing I've also noticed about you, and we briefly did touch upon this last time, but you make yourself available for all of your customers in a way that I've never seen another brand do. Does that get exhausting or do you just love it?
Oh my God, it's so exhausting. I'm like, so midnight on a Friday, I'll get messages like, do you have this size available? And then another message will be coming and it was like, what colours do you have left of that? And then I'm like, you always have to be on.
You can't leave it, you have to.
And then I'll go to the website, have a check, and then I'm like checking the inventory or like logging in like via my phone at midnight, and then like, my boyfriend's like, what are you doing? Like, go to sleep. And I'm like, I can't leave them hanging because I feel bad.
They need to know what sizes we have.
Yeah. And then he was like, yeah, they'll be all right if you answer in the morning. It will be okay. And I was like, no. So
do you directly talk to them though? Like you will send direct messages to them or direct video content?
Yeah. So like, especially if, so I only occasionally, if I'm really like excited or if I feel like, I don't know, if I want to like speak to them, I'll send them a message if I can't. Sometimes my hands don't work because I use Instagram so much that my hands don't like get really sore. So then I have to use a voice note or something, and I'll be like, "Thank you so much for your message." But people comment and like on like stories, and then that's the biggest thing. Like they interact with the stories, which is really nice. So then if someone's messaged you, it's like a friend's message. So you message back, and then you start like a little chat, and it's nice.
Sure, absolutely. So what are kind of some of the benefits of using social media? I mean, we've talked upon them. We've talked about a few of them, but is it mainly the reach that is the benefit, I guess, of being able to interact with clients more, or you're kind of...
The best thing is, like, it's both. It's talking to customers, like, live, in a way that you can't do if you had a physical store. So you have, like, a virtual store. So, like, you are your store rather than, like, here's 10 jumpers spread out nicely in a visual merchandise kind of way.
Yeah.
But the best thing as well, like for a business as well, you can see live the interactions between. So like you can see if a photo has done well or if that has
you're getting
like,
direct feedback from your sales.
Every single one. Totally. But it's really hard not to tot up all this stuff, and then you get like the pressure of like, what should I post? What shouldn't I post? And then I'm always like, right, just post what you want to post because you shouldn't be governed, but you know, because otherwise you end up like really like. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I totally know what you mean. But you're really, really honest on your social media as well, which I also love because social media is like a double-edged sword, isn't it? There's the benefits and it's amazing, but there's also kind of some of the negative feedback you can get. But you just share everything, which I love because you feel like a whole rounded person with all these different facets, which is exactly kind of, it's a comforting thing and it's a vulnerable thing. How do you feel about that side of stuff?
I just really like to be honest, and then I just don't think it's right to share only the good things. So I just try as much as I can, even if it doesn't go with the Instagram aesthetic of the feed or anything. I just still like to share like non-makeup days and then makeup days, that kind of thing, or like show that you are a real person and what you're doing.
It's
like
so
you get up at 4 a.m. if you're getting, and then saying that it's really hard, not just like all this stuff happens in a heartbeat. You know, like it's a real hard, to have your own business is a really hard slog. And then people ask me that question all the time, like how do you grow your brand online and whatever? And I'm like, you have to be dedicated every single hour of every day. Otherwise, don't bother. because it's really hard.
Yeah. And you kind of allowed us in to see all those different sides of it, which I really think is encouraging to people wanting to start their own businesses, or just in general, people on social media being able to see that it's not all rainbows and sunshine. Sometimes you have a really hard day, and that's okay to share as well. As social media is kind of becoming a bit more transparent, we're starting to see some of the different and maybe more negative sides of it. Are you concentrating in your team of sort of expanding on other platforms as well as Instagram and social media and things like that?
Yes. Just, are you talking about like the negative like effect that Instagram has on mental health or that kind of thing? Or
yeah, exactly that. But I think.
But yes, we are expanding onto other platforms.
Yeah, so I just mean kind of there are some amazing benefits of social media, but we're all trying to, at the moment, check ourselves and less time on our screens, less time on Instagram. We're monitoring ourselves a bit more. There's a bit more of a backlash from social media, maybe.
Yeah.
So now, what are you guys trying to do to kind of make sure that,
So YouTube, obviously. So it's just alternative things.
Hi, YouTube.
Hello. So it's ways of like, people can connect with the brand without being, so say people are like not going on Instagram as much, but they still want to know, they can just get a different feel of the brand from somewhere different. Or like, for example, a podcast, like I do lots of podcasts as well, because that's like people can just listen to that on their way to work or in their own time. And then, so I just try and put yourself out there wherever you can. Also, we do things like we send emails out, so we'll reach customers that way too, and then we give them like little insights, sneaky insights that they wouldn't necessarily get on Instagram.
Nice.
And so they get, and we always have like Joss has this thing at the bottom where we include like something that's going on with the team,
right,
so that people, because it was really scary, like going from from going from like saying everything that's happening to the business and then getting more people in and then going, oh, we can't say that just yet, or we have to say that like, and I'm like, no, we have to say it now and be honest.
Yeah,
and then it's
marketing
like,
it really like in a more kind of special way, like productive and making sure that kind of streamline is essentially what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Yeah, because it's not just you, it's everyone has to,
Yeah, there's a word, I can't remember the word for it, but yeah, sure. Clever marketing, we'll say clever marketing. We can thank Joss for that. But so we're doing YouTube, there's podcasting, you're on social media, your Instagram, Facebook, and emails
not
and
on Twitter,
things like
though.
that. Not on Twitter. Why
Twitter's
not on
a bit,
Twitter?
because I think that I would just be chatting all the time. So Instagram
there's
is
a word
enough,
count though, Heidi, which I don't know
how. No, they've extended it, haven't they? They extended the word, so you can literally like. We would just be chatting non-stop, and then you get into a convo there, and I would literally just be on my phone.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So not Twitter, but pretty much every other platform as well. So that's great. Well, amazing. Thank you so much for talking to me today. Instagram and your platform on social media.
Yay! Thank you.
My bad.
There's Jaffa cakes on the table, please. Do you like Jaffa cakes?
I definitely will have a Jaffa cake.